Hey guys, I'm here today to kind of talk about the current state of the crypto market. We've seen about 5% increases across the board on average over the last day and a half. The market looks like it wants to start breaking out to the upside, but I think there's a little uncertainty, and you can see if you check the volume on crypto trades pretty much everywhere that there's an extremely small amount of volume moving into the market, but there's not a lot of volume moving out of the market either. So I guess that's a good sign as well. But I think investors are waiting to see kind of how the market's going to play out over the next day or 2 days. I also wanted to talk about a couple of cryptos that I'm looking into or actively investing in. The first one is ONG, or Ontology Gas. I first bought in over about a week ago, maybe like I guess a week and a half ago, when it was around 88 cents, and then it shot up and I sold it, I think, for around $2, and then ended up capping off at 215 before it went down. I've seen this coin do similar movements, several times in the past. So it doesn't stay up for long, but it's one of those things that whenever I buy into this coin, I put a bunch of notifications so that when I see the price action going crazy, I can get ready to sell at a moment's notice. But you can definitely get some pretty good returns on this coin if you time things right. So I would keep an eye on this. The second coin I have is relatively new. It's called CLV, or Clover Finance. As you can see, it hasn't been on the market for very long. But it's a pretty exciting new project. And one thing I will say about this coin is it's decently cheap at around $1.80, but there are only around 125 to 130 million of these coins in circulation, versus if you look at something like XLM, there's like 50 billion. So, or I think XRP is somewhere around there too, but this has a lot of potential just because the coins are a lot more scarce than some of those other coins. So I would definitely take a look at this and look a little bit into what this coin is about, because I definitely think that it has a potential to move up in the future. If we look at Bitcoin, it's starting to, it went over 50,000, I think, last night. And that's kind of the level we wanted to see this go. And that's why all the other coins are starting to move as well. Ethereum actually moved quicker than Bitcoin, and I think the Ethereum move, I think it went all the way up to 4,000. I'm not exactly sure where it's at now, but that kind of triggered Bitcoin to get past that resistance at 50K. It's been trading sideways for most of the day though as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how the market moves next. I think that we will see a lot of volume coming into the market. It's just in a relatively short time span, but I'm not sure when we will see that. I think investors just aren't sure about the charts. It does look like we could be in for a pretty large correction to the downside, but it looks like right now that people aren't sure, because it does look like it could break out. So I would just keep your eye on it. And if you're holding, large bags, I would definitely, have reminders on your phone, or not reminders, but notifications, just so you can see how things are moving, because in a blink of an eye, it could start shooting to the downside. I think October is probably going to be the better month if I were to guess. I think that it would be healthy for September to correct back down to moving averages, but we'll see. We could have an early break sometime this, the next few days, or we could have a major correction and then see that break imminent for, October or late September. So I would just keep an eye on the market and be super careful with your trades. And I'm not a financial advisor, but thanks for watching and have a good weekend.